and welcome to Those Working Fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy book, TV, movie, culture, movie, pop culture, fandoms, and how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Christine.
And I'm Natasha.
And today we're talking about Bridgerton Season 4, Part 1.
What?
I'm so excited because I'm bursting with thoughts since I watched it the second it came out. Have you?
I feel like I watched it in a full days because we started it at like 11 p.m. at night and then didn't end till 3.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the first episode at 2:30 or something, and then I watched the rest of it the next morning because it went by so fast.
So fast.
Yeah.
It felt very continuous. I can't really decipher every episode.
It did feel like one big movie. I did just rewatch the first 3 episodes. I didn't get to the 4th
Yeah,
one.
I didn't get to the 4th one either.
Yeah, but I love it. And I'm so excited for more. So excited to talk about it. But before that.
Yeah, if you guys want to jump to our main discussion about Bridgerton, you totally can. There's a timestamp in the description. But we have so much to dig into before that in Snap, Crackle, Pop Culture News. Christine, take it away.
All right. Taking it away. Right after our last episode recorded, or soon after, it was announced that an Opalite music video was coming from Taylor Swift. Okay, so huge today in Taylor Swift news. It's old news by now, but we still have to talk about how Billboard charts are not weighing YouTube streams anymore for artists. Okay, yeah. So YouTube is upset, artists are upset, and so Taylor didn't even drop the music video on YouTube. She dropped it on Spotify and Apple Music because that's what now counts. And then she broke the record for the most streams of a music video and a song in a day on Spotify and Apple Music.
I'm laughing because Christine told me all this information the night before the music video dropped. And I don't know what happened, but it didn't stick. And I woke up the next morning on Instagram being like, Opalite video is here. And I was like, take my ass to YouTube. Search Taylor Swift YouTube. I was like, why isn't it up on my first thing?
She's like, I had to watch it on Spotify. I'm like, I literally had a whole conversation with you about this.
And then, I was like, wow, Spotify. In fact, I don't think I even remembered that bit about the whole streams until you. I didn't even know. I don't think I was actively listening to you. I'm sorry.
It was really interesting news, too. So, I mean, she's kind of setting a precedent because obviously artists are going to start to do this. People are like, she's so obsessed with the charts. But the fact is that getting your song on the charts is what gets your song on the radios, which gets your song more plays everywhere and keeps it in people's view. You know,
Yeah. Well,
that's why people want to get on any chart.
I mean, obviously, me didn't know that and went to YouTube right away. So now everyone's in the know.
So the Opalite music video came out on Friday, and it was an absolute delight. I think we all saw the Graham Norton interview where we were like, what is happening with Taylor Swift's hair and face?
Oh, God. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that that's the interview that was where this sparked, but also it was really cute because everyone that was on the couch with her at that Graham Norton interview was in the music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bill, I don't know his real name, Don
Gleason?
Don Gleason had said that he really wants to be in a Taylor Swift music video. And she was like, oh, well, we're doing it.
Well, yeah, and then I saw Cillian Murphy, and I'm like, what the fuck? But he was also the one narrating the beginning part of it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and then the 2 other actresses, which unfortunately I do not know their names off the top of my head. But yeah, such a delight. The rock, the friendship bracelet.
Well, we had the rock for Joe. And all I could think while I was watching it was, do something, babe, say something. lose something, babe. I've got nothing. And it was just so pertinent. Like all these other lyrics were coming into my head as we were watching it. And like the little cactus pricking the character that would equate to Travis. And it was so adorable. All of the Sears photos.
Yeah, it felt like old Taylor Swift.
Louis Capaldi.
Yeah.
I don't think I felt like Taylor Swift now.
Well, definitely, but like this is like Taylor.
She was just playing a silly version of herself. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I love the silly version of herself.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's just old. I think she just hasn't done it in the last video that we saw.
Yeah, well, it's been a while. But I thought it was so cute. I just
adorable.
like they just did the time period really well too.
The time period of the 90s.
Felt very
She
early
looked
90s.
really cute with her brown hair. Yeah, no, it was. And the cootie catcher, I made so many of those in my youth. Like, I had a box that I kept full of all my cootie catchers. And I would just, in my spare time, make all different themes, all different ones. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I knew.
Okay.
I can't remember how to make them. I was trying to remember how to make
Oh
them.
my God, you do the square, and you fold it, and then you fold the insides, and then you fold them again.
All the like crush ones. Like, who's going to be your crush?
Oh, I had all different ones. I was like the states in the United States and like the streets down the shore had every street on it. I had themed dogs because like you would pick one and you go to the thing and then there'd be like a fortune inside of it.
Okay.
It didn't have to be like the outside matches like what the fortunes would be.
I see.
Yeah. Because I would also like draw and doodle it to like match whatever I was doing, so I couldn't just do the same thing over and over again. I was a professional cootie catcher maker. I remember bringing that box with me everywhere and being like, "Look, what theme would you like to cootie catch with?" Oh my God. The pet rock was more like very early 90s and late 80s, I feel like.
I feel like the time period was like early 90s, like transitioning from 80s.
Yeah, definitely. The cootie catchers, though, were like in the late 90s. I was making those 98, 99.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
At school.
All the time at school. And what was I going to comment on? Oh, the when she brings the rock with her to the bar and like gives it a drink and like it's so much of what she's talked about in her songs. Like she's the one that's like has the drinks flowing and she'll always save him a seat at every table. And there's just so many references to different lyrics, and like it's done in a silly way, so like you might just kind of like bop around and watch the first time, but if you watch it again, it's just wow.
And then I like when she sits at the table across from Donald Gleason, whatever, and then she moves to sit next to him.
And he wants to play with the cootie catcher. It's
and they're just weird and silly together. I'm like, come on, everyone, join in.
It's great. I love their dance together. That is very like throwback to Friends when Ross and Monica did the routine at Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Are you gonna learn this dance?
I could see myself learning the dance. Yeah, for sure. So it was really, really cute. I think it's one of her best music videos she's ever done.
Yeah.
Very
I love this story. Sometimes like music videos can be so odd, you know? Like sometimes
they do some
very
intense metaphors
and don't make a lot of sense. I love the storytelling in this.
Yeah, the storytelling is very like straightforward and there for us to see. And sometimes they go very like vague because they don't want people digging into their personal lives.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Do you have something on the news today?
Yeah, this also came out a bit ago, but I don't think I said it on the news. But Connor Story, who plays Elia Rozanoff, is going to be hosting SNL on February 28th.
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's very exciting.
I kind of wanted them both to do it together, but they're like, we're not twins, we're our separate persons, which I get.
Yeah. They'll get their time separately to shine.
But I'm so excited for this. I will be watching live. I feel like I'm back in my 14, 15-year-old self, and I'm watching Rob and Kristen, and everything that's coming out about them, I'm like, yes, go.
Okay, I don't know why it was trending that Kristen Stewart was talking on Howard Stern about how Robert was her first love, because that was trending on Twitter recently.
So I thought she was on Howard Stern.
I know. So I looked it up, and it was 6 years ago.
Yeah. Well,
but why was it trending?
I don't know. Kristen's been in the news a lot recently. I think she bought the Highland Theater in LA and is going to be refurbishing it. Yeah. And then offhandedly she says I'll direct the new Twilight. And I love how things just get taken and then that's the headline.
I mean, honestly, it's a huge thing to say.
Yeah. She was joking when she said it.
I mean, no, I watched the interview and she's half joking, but half not. Yeah, she's like, true. Yeah, I'd do it in a heartbeat. So I would love for her to do that. And she was like, think about how it would be if we had a full actual budget. They had $1 million budget for the Twilight movie. If you think about that now, that's nothing. Insane. I was telling my brother that while he was watching, and he's like, you're kidding. And I was like, no, $1 million for the entire thing.
Yeah, and that means all of their
paychecks, all of the stuff that they had to rent, all of the locations, everything was in that $1 million. It's
wild. And it made so much money.
Yeah. So she's like, what it could have been with an actual budget and a bigger team and all this stuff, it would have been just so different. They had to work with what they had. And I would love to see her remake Twilight. Oh my God, it would be so exciting.
That would be exciting.
It would be so exciting. All right, in other news, I don't know if you've heard, but I have a new book out right now called 30, Flirty, and Forever Alone. I call it Tafafa sometimes. If you don't know what I was talking about when I say Tafafa, it is my novel. It's out, available to get, and the link is in the description. It's a rom-com. I love this book. It's a very happy making, super fun romp through a love story.
It's so fun. It's such a every time people sit in my chair, our friends or maybe followers too, they're like, oh my gosh, I read Christine's new book and it's my favorite thing ever. I keep forgetting to tell you this.
That's so nice.
I know. I think Becca came in this week and she was just like, I'm almost done with it. I love it so much. And then Alicia, obviously she read it really quickly and she loved it so much. And then I had a follower come in and she also said that it's her favorite book of yours.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. A lot of people have told me that, which is so nice to hear. You want to hear with every book that everyone's liking it even more than the last. And so, yeah, that's so sweet. Alicia texted me such sweet texts when she finished the book. And it's so nice when your friends read the book.
I know.
And on that same note, we are going to be having a book club episode for Tafafa, like we did for Attached at the Hip with Chloe as our guest later this month. So if you haven't read it yet and you want to join for that, it's time. And if you have read it, thank you so much. And if you've taken the time to leave a review if you enjoyed it, I appreciate that so hard. If you have read it and enjoyed it and haven't reviewed it, I would love for you to do that and take a second. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but it really helps me out. And I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for supporting my author career. And on that note, we're going to some cons this year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So as this comes out, we're at LoveLookCon.
Yep, I'm already there.
We are there. I don't know if they're selling tickets for Saturday, but if they are, you can, or Sunday. But Sunday we might not be there as long as we were there. Going to be there Saturday, but we will be there all weekend in San Diego, and it's going to be a blast. What else are we doing?
We're going to Forks.
We are going to Forks this year. Okay, the
Forks.
Forever Twilight and Forks in September. So if you have any interest in going to Forks, this is the year to go.
This is the year to go. So I had Samantha Baldwin in my chair this week, and she plays Bella Swan for the Coven. And I was just telling her, Christine and I have been to so many of these festivals and book balls and things like that. And Forks has been putting it on, and they don't get enough credit for how decorated everything is, how well scheduled everything is,
how thematically great everything is.
It is. If you're gonna spend money on all these little balls around the country, go to Forks, because one, you get to go to Forks if you like Twilight.
There's so much. It's all encompassing because you're in the city. Yeah, it happens.
And La Push is right there too, which is freaking beautiful.
La Push, baby, is amazing. Also, the whole cast of characters is brought to life by these spectacular actors that come every year. It's so fun to interact with them, to take pictures with them, and they just stay in character. It's great.
Yeah. And they put on shows, so there will be some fun stuff.
There's lots of fun stuff.
Yes. Well, and also the actors from the film will be there.
The actual film, yes.
Ashley Greene and Jackson Rathbone, I think, are set. I don't know if anyone else is.
Yeah. I looked again. It's Peter Odom is on the thing with them. So right now it's just those three.
Eric Odom. He plays Peter.
Why did I say Peter Odom?
He plays Peter.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. We're very excited. I'm hoping by that point, maybe I'll have arcs of book 5. We'll see.
That would be the most perfect thing ever.
That would be iconic. Because book 5 is set to release early 2027. So hopefully by September 2026, we can have some arcs ready to rock. And so people in Forks will be the first people to read the book that is inspired by Forks. So exciting.
Christina's only announced this book once. So.
I've announced it 5 times now.
I know, but
every time people are like, what? I have talked about it a bunch, but it's coming. Anyway, and we will also have a panel at BookCon, which is exciting, and we just found that out. So, we'll be in New York, we'll be in Seattle Forks area, and we will be in San Diego this year doing TFF stuff. Live podcasts.
Okay, so I've had sewing classes been put on hold for a bit, and
yes,
I am finally getting them scheduled. I pushed them back because I was looking. I was working
at a pattern, right?
Yeah, I was working with pattern, but that process has been taking forever. So I just figured, you know what, it's fine. I'll have that pattern come out later. So if you purchase the corset class, you'll get the pattern when it comes out, because it comes with your ticket. But yeah, so the sewing classes are happening in March after my birthday. I was trying to get them in February, but it was a little too rushed with it being a short month.
Got a lot of shit going on, yeah.
Birthdays and stuff. So yes, if you purchase a ticket for the corset class or my second intro class, which will be making a stretchy top, those dates will be announced here probably this week. If you want a ticket to come to my sewing classes, they're on my website, natashapolis.com, and I already have the intro into sewing. So if you've always wanted to sew and that's something that maybe is on your bucket list this year, I have a great video that gets you started. It's an hour and a half long. And then we have Sewing 102, which will be before the corsetry class, the week before. And then we have the corsetry class, which I will be kind of talking you through my process and my tips and tricks on how I make my corsets. mine.
Very exciting.
Yep. So
Links in the show notes.
Yeah, if you're a Patreon member, you do get a discount, and I will remind you in the chats.
Very cool. All right. Sign up. The Olympics have started.
They have.
Okay, did you watch Ilya?
Yeah, I watched all of the ice skating last night. Like,
okay.
all of it.
Ilya's routine, though, with the voiceover where he's like talking during it over the track, and he does 7 quad jumps and lands them all, and then
he did land his first one.
I mean, he landed 7. He broke the record in this routine.
He's
done 2 routines.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed, but at the Olympics, he did 7.
Yes, the second one was in an all black suit. It wasn't that jungly one.
Okay.
So he landed all 7 and did a backflip after.
Yep.
And he was just he was in this flow state where he was just
said
with
flow
the music
state
and so excited. And it was so beautiful. I watched it last night, at 2:30 in the morning. No, I went to it early. What time was it when I was watching it late? It was probably 12:30. But I was watching it before I went to bed and tearing up. I'm like, this is so amazing.
Yeah, I didn't watch ice dancing. That's the only thing I didn't watch. But I watched women's free skate, the couples, and then a bit of the men's free skate.
Nice. Yeah. So I think the short was the one in the jungly outfit, and then the free skate, men's free skate, was the one where he landed the 7 jumps and broke the record.
Okay. Yeah, because I think he missed the first one, but then he
I
added it back in.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's right. He added it back in at the very end.
Yeah.
Which is
it's
so
just
hard.
Crazy.
At the end of your routine because you're tired and you get extra points.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy also that after landing 7 quad jumps, and some of them were just back to fucking back, he did a backflip. And it was just it was like a backflip of glee. Fuck yeah.
Okay, and then we were watching the women's skiing. Lindsey Vonn, who just tore her ACL and said she was going to ski through it.
Oh, God.
Just completely, we watched all of these skiers go, and she, her stick, hooked on one of the flags, and she went down and had to be airlifted out, which is just really sad because she came back and she wanted to, win gold again.
That's so horrifying. And I understand the instinct to ski through it because you came so far, but that is what gets in your head and causes you to make an injury.
Yeah, a worse
or an injury, a new injury to happen because you're so focused on the injury and the anxiety.
Speaking of, if you're in LA, the Summer Olympics are happening in 2 years. 2028. But you have to, if you want to go to the Olympics, which I want to go to the Olympics, it doesn't happen very often where it's in our town. You have to pre-register on la28.org for tickets. And then you'll get a link that says you're in the pre-registration 2 years prior. This is crazy. But I texted all the girls. No one responded. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Do you really want to go to the Olympics?
Of course I want to go to the Olympics.
You sound like my nana.
Do you not want to go to the Olympics?
I mean, I don't know how long is it? How many people?
Gymnastics. All
but do you get
stuff.
to pick what you get to go to? I don't know.
Well, yeah, when you put in your interest and then you get put in a raffle-y thing and you get to choose. Okay. Yeah. For your time slots.
My nana always talks about how she went to the Olympics when they were somewhere.
I think it is our duty as people who live in Southern California to go.
Oh my God. All right. Other things in the news. Oh, this was really interesting. Okay. So Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere universe has been picked up by Apple TV. The whole universe. The Mistborn series is being eyed for a feature.
Big paycheck.
I know. The Mistborn series is being eyed for a feature adaptation, while the Stormlight Archive is heading for a television adaptation, which is so interesting. It kind of gives the impression that maybe they're going to kind of make it like an Avengers-ish sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, because there's lots of different pieces and they've acquired all of them, and one will be a movie and one will be TV, and like, will there be future plans to like bring the worlds together? I haven't read all of his books. I've read Mistborn, that trilogy. I have not read the Stormlight Archive though. So, but very exciting for people who love Sanderson.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's probably taken a while for news about an adaptation to come through.
Do you have anything else here? Yes, you do.
Yeah, actually, I forgot I wanted to bring this up. Okay, did you hear about Markiplier's movie that he made?
Is that a YouTuber?
Yes.
No.
Okay, this is wild. So Markiplier funded his entire film, which is based on an indie video game called Iron Lung. And he spent about, I think, $3 million to make it.
Wow.
He directed, wild. I think he produced, and I don't know if he wrote it, and he stars in it. And like, he put his all into it, and no studio picked it up. It was, a lot of it
go
was
to the film, like Sundance and stuff?
I don't know about that, but I know that the fans advocated so hard, like his fans advocated so hard for his film to be in movie theaters that all the major theaters picked it up.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Showed it, and he made $25 million his first weekend in the box office.
Wow, that's amazing.
Literally never been done.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
wild.
I'm sure someone wants to pick it up now and distribute it.
Yeah.
Officially. It's like Taylor Swift.
Yes. Well,
she didn't get it
a lot bigger.
I know. I just mean, like, she did that same thing going around the distributors, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go watch it now. Like, just from, it's definitely not my type of film, but like, just to support like a fellow YouTuber.
Yeah. I'd stream that shit.
Pauline said, so glad you're talking about this. Great story. He went to studios, but they wanted too much creative control, and decided to distribute it himself. Has like 30 million subscribers on YouTube. Yeah.
Nice. That's amazing. Very cool story. All right. In other news, there are already mumblings that they're reporting that Traitors is assembling an all-star cast for season 6 with people like Suri Fields and Phaedra and Parvati and Boston Rob, Bob the Drag Queen, Dylan Efron, Gabby for season 6, which they're on season 4 right now. So there's one more season in between before they think they're going to do an all-star season, which
do you think that all-star season is going to be like too early?
No, 6 seasons in. I think that's fine. I think it'll be fun. The first all-star season of Survivor was 8 seasons in. But I still think it'll be fine because these are all like really, these names are already known. It's not like, I feel like they're just trying to, these people are all over everywhere now. Like, the Traitors cast Boston Rob into the stratosphere, and he is just doing all this promotion for every brand ever. And he's the official podcast host along with Bob the Drag Queen for the Traitors official podcast on Peacock. Cool. Yeah. Dylan Efron everywhere now, just the Dancing with the Stars. Like, I think everyone will be excited to see them all back.
Yeah.
And Suri, fuck yeah.
Okay, so Pedro Pascal and Danny Ramirez. Danny Ramirez is in Captain America, the new one, with Sam. They're gonna be playing lovers in a new gay romance movie called De Noche.
Ooh.
But it's set in the 1930s. It's between a cop and a teacher. And I'm like, it's going to be another traumatic gay story.
Be sad.
I'm like, can we not?
Does De Noche mean of the night? Or from the night?
You know, don't ask me.
Okay. That's what I would guess based off of my Italian knowledge. But I do not know.
Yeah,
Spanish.
It means of the night. It's probably like their affair of the night.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully it's not depressing and sad and they have a happy ending. But yeah, the 30s doesn't say happy ending.
Yeah.
Last thing I have here is Project Hail Mary is getting close and it's getting hype and it's going to be 2 hours and 46 minutes, which for this book that it's like so long and so good, I'm so happy.
The trailer went during the Super Bowl.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I was like, I don't know if I want to watch
I don't want to watch any trailers. I've avoided every single one. But the last one dropped.
They played a teaser of the trailer and they said, what? The full thing is online because they didn't want to pay for the full ad.
Yeah. It was the last one, according to them. They said that they were dropping the last trailer during the Super Bowl. So that's the last one. I'm really excited. Someone has already called it a masterpiece. So try not to get my hopes up, but they're up. I'm excited.
Metal says, I'm so excited for Project Hail Mary, but I wish they hadn't spoiled so much in the trailer.
That's why you don't watch the trailers.
Well, you told me. I was like, I can't. Okay, all right. I will read it first.
Watch.
It was my favorite book last year.
Yeah, it was so fucking good. It was my favorite book of the year. I read it. It was amazing. And I read it again last year. It's still just as great. It's so fucking good. So very excited. That comes out in March. So we're getting there.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Shall we enter what right now?
Yes.
All right, Natasha, what have you been reading?
I'm still on my Heated Rivalry binge, but I'm almost done. I'm so sad because I finished Role Model and then I literally started The Long Game yesterday, or no, the day before
Oh
yesterday, and I have 4 chapters left.
Oh shit.
I enjoyed like the books in between because I read Heated Rivalry first and then I read all of the 4 books that weren't about Shane and Ilya because I wanted to like have that, you know, build up so I know all these extra characters and like they're all in The Long Game. And I just love Shane and Ilya. Their story is very complicated and interesting, and they're together in this, and they're dealing with a lot. And there's so much content in this book that I don't know how they're going to be able to put it all into season 2. I was telling Christine last night, I'm like, they better make this a 10-episode season. Like, we just need way more.
Yeah.
And I adored them. And I can't wait. And I cried. I've laughed. I've been scared. It's probably going to be one of my favorite books this year, The Long Game. Like, it's just so good. It's. I think it's better than Heated Rivalry. But that's because I already had the foundation of loving them. And now this is like new. It's like a new TV show in my mind. Because I know these boys, like I memorized them so well that it's so easy to just like plop them in there. It's a great experience. I just have to say.
Yeah, that's I mean, the dream, honestly, to have such a good adaptation that it flows like that when you read the next book. Yeah. Well, I'm so happy that they've all been really great, and you'll be done and know all the things.
I know.
Wild.
Wow. And then the third one's coming out, so that's coming out in the fall.
Yeah.
So.
I have been reading Shadowhunters Better in Black short stories. I've read the first 2 short stories now. The first one is Will and Tessa, and the second one is James, Cordelia, and Lucy. And the first one is like takes place on Will and Tessa's honeymoon. They go to Paris together, and it's cute, and they have like some romantic moments, and like there's also some like they get gifted from one of the warlocks a wish for their wedding, and then the wish ends up being used in a way that like fucks with their honeymoon a little bit because Will makes a wish to forget his older sister that passed away because she's making him sad because of something that happens.
Okay.
And then he just forgets everything from that moment on. Because that's what made him who he was and directed all his decisions, you know? his grief that after that.
Yeah,
So he's like, "Who are you?" to Tessa. In the
oh my
morning.
God, on their honeymoon.
Yeah, and she's like, "Fuck."
Reverse the wish.
So they have to go get that reversed. And so that was fun. And then the next one is kind of important. I'm thinking it might tie into the wicked powers because we meet a greater demon that's trapped in one of the other realms because Belial broke up with her and didn't want to deal with her. So he trapped her in one of the realms. And then Belial is murdered eventually. And then there's nobody to free her from his spell except Belial's descendants, who are Lucy and James. So they basically get sucked into her novel. There's a trap set on her novel because Lucy's a writer. And there's a really fun back and forth with Lucy having to write the end of the book and finish her book for Cordelia and James to be released from the other dimension in her novel. So they're like experiencing what she writes. Yeah, it's fun. It's very meta. It's very much like a fun writer's commentary on ending a book.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me this.
I highlighted a lot of passages. I was like, this is very clever and funny. So I am on number 3. I feel like I'm watching little shorts from the Shadowhunter world. And shows. Have you been watching anything?
Honestly, no.
I feel like that's so unlike you.
I know. I was thinking about that, and I just been watching, I guess, movies, or I've been reading. That's, I guess.
Yeah, you've been reading. Nice.
So one thing is gonna suffer.
Yeah, I've been watching Traitors, obviously. Rob and Candace went at it this week, and everyone's in love with this hot man, Rob.
Love Rob.
And not suspecting him of being a traitor at all. Even though it's like very blatant now with Candace voting for him with a throwaway vote.
What does he think? Like he's just like hot and dumb. So like,
yeah, but he's really smart, and he like quotes Mark Twain and shit in his interviews. And I'm like, dude, and he's got that gamer brain. And I heard somebody talking about it in a clip, but like Love Island is a game.
Yeah.
It's like, that is true, I guess. So he's been constantly underestimated. And since he's been wearing like overalls with no shirt underneath it, it does like, he's just portraying that vibe of like, I'm just a country boy. Like even after all of this stuff went down, like Candace randomly voted for Rob, which is such a traitor red flag. It just means like, look at him. And then she was proven a traitor. And one of the women were still like, oh, Rob, that sweet, sweet boy. It's definitely not him. It's like, oh my God.
Wow, he's fully flying under the radar.
He's dickmatized them all.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he did in Love Island. Like he like fucked around with all like the girls. Not all of them, but yeah, I mean, like he fucked shit up in that house.
Oh my God. So that's what's happening on Traitors. I started watching season 3 of Shrinking, and it's so good. I've only watched 1.5 episodes so far because I got distracted by other things, but I'm excited to get back to it because that show is so sweet and I love it so much. All right, movies. You saw a shitload of movies.
Yeah, so we watched 2 Academy nominated, like best nominated, but they're not the nominated. The actors in it are nominated.
Oh, okay.
So we watched Blue Moon with
Blue Moon.
Uma Thurman's ex-husband in the movie that you love. What's his name?
Oh, Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah, so Ethan Hawke is nominated.
Oh, Cheyenne, this is a Bridgerton episode. We just haven't gotten to it. Yeah. Oh, we will be spending the remainder of
Bridgerton.
We will be spending the remainder of this episode talking all about Bridgerton.
It's so funny.
Cheyenne's like, have you not watched Bridgerton?
Okay, yes, I watched Blue Moon, and it's set in the 1930s, and it's about this guy who's a songwriter, and it's literally set in this bar. The whole movie is set in this bar, and he's just yapping away to all these different people, and he's got all these different types of relationships, and people are telling him stories, and I could see why he was nominated. Did I enjoy the movie?
No.
I was half working on the podcast through
Okay.
and like getting it up. But everyone else in the room, I guess, enjoyed it. But anyways, he's nominated for that. Then I watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You with Rose Byrne. And whoa, that's an anxiety-ridden movie about a mom who's basically like, she's dealing with a lot of stuff. Like her daughter won't eat anything and has to go to therapy, and she's a therapist, and there's just all of these things happening to her. And honestly, you think like it must be a dream or something, but it's not. It's her real life, and the way she's dealing with it is really poorly. So yeah, definitely see why she was nominated for that. Is it a movie that I would tell everyone to watch? No, but Taya and her boyfriend are very much interested in watching all the Oscar things. So I said, all right, I'll be on this journey with you. Although I'm like, I still need to watch the Oscar nominated films, not just the ones that people are nominated for. So that's where I'm at. And then I went to the movie theater and I saw Send
Help. I want to see it so bad.
I really enjoyed the film. It was just kind of hard to watch. There's a lot of like gory elements and some things that are honestly like you have such secondhand, like either like you're grossed out or you're embarrassed.
I'm so excited.
You just there's so many times where Tay and I just had our hands covering our eyes. We're just like, ah!
I'm pumped. Yeah, I need to watch that movie.
Yeah, but they were great in it. I love Dylan. I love their press tour. I think they are
so good.
Dylan and
What a
Rachel McAdams
fantastic press
are in
tour.
it. It's a Sam Raimi movie. He did Spider-Man, and he also did I think he did Doctor Strange, the newest Doctor Strange, and I'm like, oh wait, I can see all the different elements that the like scare tactics, the scary face.
I don't
things
want to
like
talk
that.
about Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I watched F1 with Brad Pitt and other people. Who else? I forgot everyone who was in that movie with him. But it was good. Like what you would expect, I guess, from a good movie about racing. But it was really interesting because at the beginning, it was like everyone was speaking a different language. And I was like, I don't understand this. I feel like I might fall asleep because they were just really
like car talks.
Yes, they were speaking hardcore, like car race talk, like all these things that I had no window into. You know, I'd never heard these terms before. But then it's like an accent, like you adjust to listening to it. And by the end, I was on the edge of my seat during these races. I was like saying things. I don't even remember anymore. I was in the language. I was like saying things at the screen. And Cynthia's like, you sound like an old lady. She's watching with me like, what do you mean? I'm invested in this race. So it was fun. So Brad Pitt plays an old racer. It's the first movie that I've seen this man in where he looks and feels like an old man. And he is 62, but he was like forever youth for a very long period of time. And he plays an old man. Like, so he is a racer that got in a really bad accident when he was in his early 20s. And then he quit like professional racing and did like racing on the side where he'd get paid for different racing gigs and stuff, but not like F1. Mm-hmm. And there's this team that is in danger of losing their spot like in the league. And there's a rookie on the team and they need another person. And so the guy who's running the team or has investments in the team knows Brad Pitt's character. And he's like, hey, can I get you on this team? And Brad's been out of the game for like 30 years. And he comes back and he is like kind of plays by his own rules. He's a gambler, so he takes a lot of risks and like kind of plays the game. He drives in a pretty reckless way, but like calculated recklessness, you know? Like he knows all the rules and he can bend them in ways so that like they win. And the rookie learns at first is like very annoyed by him in general and is like, why are you here? Like old man, blah, blah, blah. And then he starts learning a lot of stuff from his character but like he rebels against him sometimes and it kind of fucks the team because they have to work together. And by the end, obviously, they're working really well together and it's really nice.
Would you feel like it should be an Oscar nominated film?
It definitely has all the things that like they like in an Oscar nominated film. It's definitely a sports movie and like you get into it and you by the end you're really in it. It's just a little long, which is like also Oscar movies, but they did a lot of like technical stuff that I'm sure is why they're on the Oscar. Like they were filming in these cars like actually doing these races. And like you can see all of the different camera work and where the cameras were and like you're in it with them and it's really intense in that way.
Okay, that makes sense.
Metal. I desperately need Christine to get into sports anime. Oh my god. So yeah, it was entertaining and fun, but it takes a second. Like it's like a fantasy novel. You gotta let your brain adjust to sports talk. That's the only movie I watched. So, all right. Are we ready to move into our main discussion finally?
Yes, we are.
50 minutes in. All right. Well, we are going to move into our Bridgerton season 4 part 1 discussion where there will be spoilers for Bridgerton season 4 part 1. We have not watched the second part yet. So these will be our thoughts like before we know what happens there, because both of us, I don't think we've read the book. I don't know if you've looked up what happens in this book, Natasha. Okay, so we don't know what happens. Please don't spoil us for what happens, because right now we're having fun just watching the show unfold and theorizing ourselves here. But yeah, that's your warning coming up. But we want to take a second to thank everyone here for being here, for listening, for being part of our podcast community.
Thanks, guys.
We appreciate you. And if you're not already, we'd love it if you follow the pod for free in your favorite podcast listening app, whether that be Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It's really easy. You click follow, you get notified when we have a new episode. And if you like watching the pod, we have visual versions of every single one of our episodes on YouTube, youtube.com/@those4kingfangirls. And same thing. It's just called subscribe there. It's still free. It's still easy. You hit the button, you get notified when we have a new episode. And if you don't know, this podcast is sponsored by viewers like you. We can do this because we have a Patreon and we have wonderful supporters that subscribe that are our patrons. And we have a lot of fun perks over there. At the Team Jacob, the first level tier, you get the show ad free. You get to come to recordings and put your 2 cents in the chat. And you get our flagship benefit, Fangirl Tea Time, extra half-an-hour show attached to every single episode, which is super fun. We dive into personal, fun stories about things going on in our lives. We dig into deeper topics that maybe we don't want to do on the main show. It's really a great time. So please consider becoming a patron yourself and joining our party over there. We also have our second tier, Team Edward, right now. We are doing commentaries that you can watch along with each episode with us to Heated Rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
To the Heated Rivalry season 1. What episode are we on, Natasha?
I mean, I think episode 5 is going to be up soon, possibly.
No, I think that's episode 4. That's going to be up soon, right?
Yeah, episode 4 is up, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'll be up by the time this goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week 5. We'll do one goes up a week, and we're watching together and having a really fun time, and then kind of build on each other. So
I know.
It's been really fun.
It's been also really hard because I'm trying not to watch it. Because I'm like, I should make it a little bit fresh.
Sort of saving your commentary for when we do it together. And and then on our top tier, we do fangirl bonding sessions over Zoom every month. And it's a really fun time. So check out patreon.com/thosefuckingfangirls if you're interested. We'd love to have you over there. All right. We are moving on into the main discussion. If you're a patron, we're going right on in. If not, we'll be right back after these messages.
Woo!
And we're back. It's time to talk about Bridgerton Season 4 Part 1. Woo!
Woo! Okay.
Okay. So do you want to hit me? Wait, is this my thoughts here?
Those are mine.
These are your thoughts. Where's my thoughts?
Down.
Where'd they go? Oh, they're down here. All right. Do we want to go?
See all this? Did you add all this? Oh, fuck.
No, I did this last night.
Oh, my God. I just thought you just did the first part. Whatever.
You didn't see any of this?
No.
You didn't scroll. Oh, my God. All right. Well, so thoughts on the season. Maybe we should just start with the ranking and then like go into our details.
That's funny because I think I just wrote everything down, but just in a blob.
I was like, what is this? All right, let's try to organize a little bit. So as far as like where the season ranks for you, how are you ranking everything so far? Obviously, season 2 is top tier.
Season 2 is number 1.
Yes. I think season 4, part 1 might almost be 2.
Season 1 is going to be number 2 for me.
Yeah, it's been now that season 4 is so fresh, I can't compare. It's almost equal to 1 for me right now.
I don't feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be season 2 is number 1, season 1 is number 2. I love season 1. I just feel like it's super romantic and it was so fresh. Probably season 4, then season 3.
Okay. Well, season 3A and 3B, you have it like, I feel like the way they design it now to break in half makes it almost like it's 2 seasons.
I hate that. That was gonna be my little rant.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to rant about the split? Because I hate it too. It went so fast. Like, I really love these first 4 episodes, but like I just want the rest now.
I'm so done with this splitting the season in fucking half.
It's so annoying.
I either need it all at once or I need it every single week so that we can spread out the conversation in the community and we're all waiting for the next episode. We don't have this huge chunk of time that we're waiting for the next half of the season. Then, we're just done. Like, just spread it. I know Netflix is all about binging. I get it. But
but I want to binge the whole thing then.
The whole thing or week to week. None of this fucking splitting it in half bullshit. I hate it. Sorry.
Because the fact that we have to wait a whole month after those episodes, like, were they really?
I'm not even excited.
Oh, I am. How can you not be excited? I'm so excited.
But I think the excitement would be much better if it was week to week and then we could have all the online chatter and talk about it all week.
Yes. I mean, I agree. It should be week to week or all one drop. But I love these first 4 episodes and I was so ready to watch more. And I'm just like, we had to go back and either watch again or start from the beginning of Bridgerton. And yes, that's what Netflix wants us to do. But it's obnoxious is what it is. It's annoying. But let's talk about the opening episode here because I had a grand old time and there's a lot of moments that I wanted to like highlight from it that I thought were really great. One being Penelope's outfit at the masquerade ball.
Oh yeah,
she was a pirate and she looked so good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I love how they've so far dealt with Lady Whistledown because it feels like very like what should be happening, and that we're getting some of Penelope. It's so funny how Colin is just like barely there.
Well, Colin's just there to support. I love how they've handled like Penelope and Colin being in this season. Like we've gotten a lot of like kind of.
It's not a lot. It's not enough.
Okay, it's enough. It's more than any other couple I feel like we've gotten in previous seasons coming back for the next season.
Well, yeah.
So we are blessed.
I mean, I feel like it's on par with with Anthony and Kate.
No, it's better. They had a sex scene in a carriage, and they had their opening scene with the baby, and they had scenes with Francesca and John. Like, they're in it.
Honestly, I feel like it's on par with Kate and Anthony. Kate and Anthony had their opening sex scene in season 3, and then they had their desk scene, and then they had their carriage ride scene where he's just looking at her, and then Anthony was there talking to Colin. It's on par. It's the same amount. I still don't
think that it feels as like fun, because the carriage scene was like an iconic Netflix
callback.
Yeah, it was just such a big moment in pop culture, whereas like they didn't have that, so it wasn't like the same as like seeing them in a carriage again was like, ah!
It's not enough.
It was great fan service, in my opinion. It's like, yes. And then poor Francesca being like, she's like, are we so obvious? And she's like, what are you talking about?
I forget that it's your brother. I'm like, ew, yeah.
I don't even think that's why she was being like that. I was like,
no, she was just, she doesn't know. She wants to know.
She's just like, nobody told her anything.
Yeah. I mean, and like, I would like to read Francesca's book just so I can understand more. But they're not selling that they're really in love. Like, yeah, he's being, I don't know.
I think they have like a very gentle respect and love for each other, but it's not like in love.
Yeah, there's not a lot of passion. Okay, back to the ball.
Okay, back to the masquerade ball, which was great. So much fun.
Yes.
We love a masquerade ball.
Wait, I kind of want to backtrack though.
Okay, before the ball?
Because Benedict, like, we open up, of course, with like the Bridgerton
being a rake.
And then Ma Bridgerton, she's all like, where is Benedict? And I love that she like goes after him and like witnesses whatever the hell he's doing.
It's the last straw for her.
I just, he's a mess.
So dumb.
He's just, I don't know if like whatever he's dealing, he doesn't deal with anything. Like, I feel like his issues are like not that big, and I feel like it's really being like showed to us in this season that like he's all like, but I'm the second son and I don't have to do anything, and then he's put up against.
He's just got like, he doesn't know who he is syndrome. He's like that. He's that lost
white boy.
I know, but you have to also have empathy for, like, everyone has their issues, and this is his. He feels lost in his family. He doesn't know where he fits in, and he tries all his different things, and he doesn't feel like he's good enough at any of them. He just feels like he's mediocre. He's just there. And I think with his family, that kind of weighs on him, but with Sophie, she kind of makes him feel like it's fine. And
but also it's interesting having it juxtaposed to also, like, I mean, she's with her family, and she's like cast out, and she like doesn't have anything. And so I don't know.
Well, so with her, like, she's such a, like, Enneagram 3. She's just, like, a go-getter and does everything. And he's kind of, like, a foil in that he kind of goes on a whimsy and will, like, relax. He's, like, Mr. Leisure. I love when he's like, do you not know how to leisure? She's like, I can leisure perfectly. She goes outside and, like, pulls up a weed and ruins her dress, like, 2 seconds later. She's like, fuck! And then she's inside, like, cleaning the dishes, and Mrs. Crabtree's like, what are you doing? You're our guest. Oh, I love the Crabtrees.
Me too. Okay, sorry, back to the ball. My tangent. I thought the ball was so beautiful. Like, it was so
Oh, yeah. Wait, should
gorgeous.
We back up before the ball? The amount of staff in the Bridgerton house
my Lord.
Knocked me down. I was like, we've seen Downton Abbey. We know a lot of staff. We go down there. There's a city underneath their floorboards.
I feel like there's too much. There's just
so many people in that house.
I'm looking at the outside of the house, and I'm like, there is no fucking way this house is that big to be able to house that many people.
It must be deep.
Deep. I know, and I know we see like the backyard sometimes, but I'm like, I don't understand.
Suspend your disbelief.
They
have a city of help.
I know, but in Downton Abbey, they have a whole fucking castle, the Highclere Castle, and they only have like a small room of people working in the castle.
Again, we went down there and I was like, holy mother of fuck. But when you see these balls, they're the most elaborate fucking shit you've ever seen in your life. It makes sense that they need a staff. They really opened up the window to staff in this season because we never see them. They're literally like invisible in most seasons.
Yeah,
except
the upstairs,
for like
downstairs
Barley.
Of it.
Yeah. So it was really nice to get that window in immediately because we're about to follow Sophie, and I very much enjoyed it, and I'm enjoying getting to know like the people who work at Bridgerton House, and like random hot footman guy gets a lot of screen time this season.
I don't think he's that hot.
You don't think he's really cute? I think he's so cute.
Definitely your type, not mine. Yeah, definitely. I understand, you know, the balls take so much, and I'm trying to wrap my head around how much money, because like that's the thing. It's like a lot of, you know, later down the line in a couple years, these people are house poor. These like people with these names because like
they spend a lot of money on balls.
They spend a lot of money. Oh my God. Like, are we ever going to get to that? Probably not. I think the Bridgertons are like, they're known for being like very, very wealthy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think that's established very much throughout it.
Also, I thought they just had one country home. Where the fuck did this My Cottage come from?
Can we talk about why would you name the cottage My Cottage? What a stupid grammatical error.
I couldn't get over
when we zoomed in on it in the title. I was like, what?
I was like, oh, they're going to the cottage.
Yeah, but not the cottage. My cottage. This possessive pronoun just thrown on top of it. Oh my God.
Okay, so the ball.
The ball.
I love how at the ball, like he's, you know, everyone is fawning over Mr.
Benedict Bridgerton.
And I love this like little dalliance that Lady Whistledown and Penelope are like playing of like trying to find, like, she's like, I don't want a diamond. I want a suitor. We're going to name the suitor of the season.
You said Lady Whistledown and Penelope, but the Queen and Penelope.
Sorry, the Queen and Penelope.
Yes.
And I just love the little, like, what about that one? He doesn't smell very good.
I know. She's like, does he have to be kind? Yes. Then no. I love the dynamic between Penelope and the Queen right now. It's so fun. Like, she's so hesitant, but also she will say what she feels, which I like. This has led me to believe, will Lady Whistledown Penelope become the new Lady Danbury for the Queen? Because while Mrs. Mondrich, they're trying to make her the new one, I feel like Penelope actually is on the road to becoming the new right hand of the Queen.
I mean, I feel like, sure, that's a theory. I feel like, though, Penelope wouldn't want to be so close. She's already talked about how, like, she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be, but she's kind of being, like, moved around and said what she has to say, and she entertains the Queen, basically, at this point.
But that's how a relationship grows. That's how the best relationship arcs happen. You don't want to be in this position, but then you form a bond. That is hacks. That is what happens between most unlikely friendships in movies.
Yeah. I I don't know what year this is filmed in. I don't know if they're gonna go like off like by the years, but like the queen dies soon, so that's coming up. I know.
Spoilers.
It's in history.
It doesn't matter. This is Bridgerton.
Well, that's what I said. I don't know if they're gonna go off of like actual real life history or if they're going to like.
Let's talk about Lady Danbury, because this scene in this opening episode when she like pleads her case for wanting to travel got me so emotional. And because we know Charlotte is very alone in her little world of privilege, and how she has forged this bond with Lady Danbury that really like grounds her to earth. She's her person and she's her only friend, and we all know that, but we also want Lady Danbury to have the world because we love her and she does so much for everybody. I was just like in tears listening to this, and then of course she's like, no.
Yeah, that's just it. Just no.
And Lady Danbury, like this, you can see how painful it is for her, and like the struggle of like, she is the queen, but like we're friends and you're treating me like we're not.
Yeah, she's treating her as if, you know, like what she said. I am one of your subjects. But there's so much like selfishness in there, and like she hasn't really relented. You know,
she's like, getting there. She's getting there, but it is like sad seeing how we know the young woman she used to be, and seeing how like time in this role has changed her to be like, she's like almost fighting to bring out like the younger version of herself that is more empathetic and less, you know, has been a queen for 50 years or however long it's been.
Yeah. But
like that moment where Lady Danbury walks away in like episode 2 or 3 and she's like, I'm sorry. Like that moment was really sweet and vulnerable. And I think that she'll get there, obviously. But she does need to expand her circle of friends. and
trust somebody.
And she needs somebody to talk to her the way that Lady Danbury does. And I feel like right now Penn is like walking that line. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about their Cinderella moments in this first episode, because I love that shot of Sophie when she's just staring at the chandelier and smiling. She looks so cute. Like her whole, just like the awe in her character during this whole scene, like how magical it is coming into it from somebody who doesn't get to do this all the time, was so fun. The fish out of water stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I was, noticing myself because this is the 4th season. We've seen it a bunch. I was enamored with what we saw as far as the ball, but I myself was like, oh yeah, it's pretty. But I'm like trying to put myself back in her shoes, and like we're seeing it through her eyes again, like all of these new beautiful things that she's never seen before. And it's kind of nice because I'm also feeling like a kinship to Benedict in a sense, where I'm like, yeah, I've seen it all before, done this all before.
Yeah, I loved their I just love the way these two interact. Like, he's always says something dumb and she's like, no.
I love that she corrected him in his place about like, you're not like all the other girls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he'll say something dumb and she'll put him in his place constantly.
Yeah. And then I'm so glad she's like, oh, these girls have spent years like this is what they're trained for. They're trained to do. And you're just throwing them away.
Well, and you're just like acting like they're fawning over you for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
They're so annoying. Like, this is their duty in life. Yeah, no. And I like, though, that Benedict always kind of takes it and is like, learns, whenever she says anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't get obstinate and toxic about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, point well taken.
Yeah, which he, I think, has done a bunch in the past. I saw somewhere online that I haven't read the book. I've only read the first 2 books in the Bridgerton series. Like, they're not the greatest thing ever, so, you know. But someone said that Bridgerton, the book, is way meaner in the book. Which
Bridgerton
I'm glad.
In the book? You mean Benedict in the book?
Sorry, Benedict. I think I need coffee. I'm not thinking straight. Benedict in the book is a lot meaner than
the just like this man that plays Benedict has such a kind aura about him, you know? Just like as a person, like his composure is very like soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
he's safe.
Safe. Yeah. So maybe they leaned into that more because of how he's played by this actor, and also because it's 2025. Six.
I feel like that is not making me love this. It's very friendly. Everything is friendly. Like, I'm not feeling like the passion so much. Like, everything is very safe and soft.
Oh, I'm feeling it. So it's not safe though. She's a maid. It's not allowed.
I know the stakes are high in that regard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just have never really like loved Benedict. Like, I always thought he was the cutest brother, but like Anthony's my favorite. But I love Sophie.
A mean romance.
I love a mean romance. I love a hate to love.
I love how like their back and forth kind of just grows, and how I do love just seeing her like put him in his place over and over again, and him just be like, okay. There's so many moments where like I love the scene where he's like, don't do that, I don't do the housework, I'll do it, and she's like, do you even know how to make a fire? And he's like, I haven't done it before, but it's not like I have to be a genius to make a fire. And he's like, wood, flame, and she's like, no. A fire needs kindling. And he's always just like, she's like, it's gonna rain, he's like, it's not gonna rain, and then he's like, that was mist. That was a lot of mist. Just like they have such a cute, like funny back and forth. And when he's like that, can you even read? And she's like, yes, I can read. And he's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. It's just like he's just constantly stepping on his own feet with her, and it's so fun.
I feel like it could be more fun.
I feel like it's so fun, and you're just not acknowledging this kind of fun.
I don't know. Maybe I've been ruined by Heated Rivalry.
And then there's the French section where he's like,
French section.
She's like, and he's like, si tu sempre. Like, you sound so dumb. And she's like, you have to fix your mouth. I'm enjoying it so much. Let's talk about, we have to talk about Sophie's quote family. I mean, it's hard to call them family because, we had a whole thing about how Cho Chang was playing the mother in this season. I watched all 4 episodes and I'm just like, don't recognize her. I'm like,
did you just forget?
I completely forgot because she has done a total transformation in this role. Like, her voice is completely different.
Well,
her
she's not
hair,
Scottish,
her demeanor. She's just like, she's giving evil stepmother, you know?
Yeah, really.
It's just radiating off of her. And they did her hair and her makeup and her outfits in such a way that she just feels older, you know? Even though, what is she, like 38? Like, she just feels like this older, mean woman. And it hit me like a slap in the face when I was done. And I was like, wait!
That's Cho Chang!
That was Cho Chang. And I completely did not register it this entire time.
Yeah, I loved. I mean, the second season Jesus fucking Christ, I need coffee. The second episode where we rewind and then we follow Sophie.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
And we watch as they're getting ready and she's making the mask and the older stepsisters like being mean to her.
Wait, I love Posey. She's so
Posey's
cute.
so cute.
And she just wants everyone to be nice to each other and love and rainbows. Like, I feel like that's her. And I love when Benedict comes to the house and she's like, oh my God, I have a gentleman caller. Like, I can't believe it. It's so adorable. And she's talking about her dreams.
I mean, his whole journey of trying to find Sophie essentially is hilarious because I saw someone be like, you know what color hair she has, you know what color skin she has,
Literally.
and you are asking literally everyone.
Well,
like, you're so cute.
Like, it would appear that he's met like 6 Asian women in his whole life because we only have seen like a few Asian women in the ton, and to not have registered that feels crazy. I'm just like, how? Okay, so there's so many moments, if we're going to go down this road, where we're like, did he realize? Like, he must have subconsciously realized, I think is what we all know now. But, like, it's so frustrating every time he, quote, realizes, but then is still like, who are you? Have we met?
I mean, if someone is bold-faced denying in front of you that you've never met, you're not.
She doesn't bold-faced deny it. She's like, how could we? I'm just a maid. She doesn't say no.
I know she doesn't say no, but at the same time, like, at that point, you know, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, that's more gaslighting.
He's literally fucking sketched her 1,000 times.
I
Like,
know that.
when
But if
he
someone is
sees
telling
her-
you that, like, how could we have met? And you're like, oh, yeah, you're right.
But, like, he's been looking for this one woman. Like, I just don't know how he can't be like, is it her? Like, how could it be her? And then
He's
ask.
probably thought those things.
Yeah, he probably has. And he has this fever dream where he's been hurt. And he's like, oh, it's just a bruise. It's just a scratch. And he's like fucking bleeding under his jacket. And then he's like writhing in the night from it being infected.
Which, by the way, that doesn't get infected that quickly.
But also, like, the fact that he was just like, I won't wash this. He just goes to bed. Like, what an
Didn't know
idiot.
a lot of shit back then.
She knew. She was like, this has to be washed to heal correctly. Just fucking wash your wound.
Pour some alcohol on it.
Anyway, where was I going with this? In the night, he looks at her and he's like, kiss me. He knows. Like, he could see that it's her.
Yeah.
And then he's like, don't leave me. And then he says, kiss me again. And then I was like, he knows now. He knows. In the morning, he's going to know. And then in the morning, he still acts like he doesn't fucking know. And I'm just like, then he kisses her near the lake. And I'm like, he knows. She's wearing silver. He said it looks great on her. They kiss. They touched hands. And he still doesn't know.
Okay. I don't know if I found that frustrating. I do know in the books, though, guys, it's been like a few years in that time where they met and he's searching and then they meet in the country. So, like, they sped up that timeline a lot.
Yeah. But they made us, they didn't make us really feel that it had been like months, but we have to assume it has.
Yeah, she's in the country. She's got a job. She
It
made
really
a friend.
feels like it's been a weekend.
Well, with the way that they sped it up, yeah, they should have just been like a few months
1 year later. Or, yeah, 4 months later. Any type of time little stamp. Because the edit did not feel that long.
Well, you know why they fucking do that shit? It's because, like, they have so many other little storylines happening that, like, if they take it out of the season, which is the season starts, like, spring until the end of summer.
Messed up.
Then it gets messed up for everyone's storyline. So, like, it's irritating because these books are basically just about the couples.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to talk about, so when Benedict went to the house to meet
Enchanted.
Oh my God.
Yes, that scene was very frustrating.
It was frustrating, but I have never felt chills before in my life. As that song started playing, it was made me feel like so many butterflies. As I'm like, just go, just go.
Oh, you had a different experience than me.
Apparently, we both had different experiences.
Okay, well, let's just set the scene. So he's talking to Posey, right, on the couch across from her. And then the stepmom and Rosamund are like 2 feet away, just like offering their little like Charlie Brown commentary as they're talking. But she's outside a crack in the door with the footman guy. And he's like, you have to go in. You have to go in. And Enchanted starts playing. And I get so annoyed because I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding. If she doesn't go out and they're playing Enchanted, this is a messed up use of this song. It is not a sad song. This is a happy song. And if she doesn't go out there and confront him, you're ruining it.
Well, the beginning of it. I hope they bring it back around. Like
I hope they do too. Save it from this tragic era where she didn't leave. She didn't open the doors.
Yeah. Okay, so Sophie's parentage, like where she brought up. I'm glad they had flashbacks because fucking missed flashbacks last season with Penelope and Colin. We learn that Sophie, this is a Cinderella story, loosely based. So we learn
it's pretty hardcore based. I feel like it is the most based of any Cinderella based I've ever seen. I was like, this actually feels like a real Cinderella story.
That's
like, because it's based in the logic of a class system we're very familiar with by season 4. So it feels like the stakes are actually hardened in stone. Whereas like when we watch Cinderella, I'm like, why can't they just be together?
Yeah, I don't know if I feel like I have an issue with all this. Okay, so we learned that she's the ward, or a daughter of a maid, and he's kind of
I feel like it's a lie.
Kept her on. Is she technically a bastard? Is that?
I mean, I feel like it's all a lie. So I don't know what she is technically. I feel like
I don't think that part is a lie. I think like she's the daughter of a maid, and the fact that like he didn't want to introduce her at first probably means he has like, I don't know. Like some sort of shame. Maybe she was ruined, the woman, or something, but maybe she is from different birth. She was just like, maybe it happened before they were married. Yeah.
Maybe something like that, because anything could ruin a woman back in the day.
Yes, but I think like the big issue is that the mom or the stepmother, or whatever her name is has lied about if she was in the will.
Yeah, the will.
Yeah.
Well, there's also this mystery of the necklace. She takes it off before Benedict can see it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's something there because we really spend time watching her take it off and put it in a drawer and then put it back on when he can't see it again.
Yeah. And then the guy said, like, that'll fetch a pretty penny. Like,
yeah. So
expensive.
If that was her mother's necklace and if it's like maybe a family heirloom, I feel like maybe there's something there that we're not catching that Mrs. Bridgerton maybe will catch.
Yes, because she said that we were once close with that family.
Friends. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's more there to be unraveled.
Definitely. Yeah. So I also like, yes, it's their story is going to be hard because she is a maid, but like we're all like, there's this hope that like, oh my God, no, what if she's like an heiress, actually like an heiress, which I don't know. Cause then that means like, okay, then like it's going to make it easy for him then to marry her instead of just breaking the rules and just being like, well, I love her anyways. I don't care what class she's in. I'm going to marry her.
I feel like what will happen has to happen, like just story wise. He will have to say that I'll marry you anyway before we find out any of this stuff.
Yeah.
It'll have to have that arc where like, I love you anyway. I don't want you to be my mistress. I was being stupid. I want you to be my wife. And then after that, we can find out that technically she is in the will and this has happened. And she's the daughter of a nobleman. But like that can't change his mind.
Yeah, that's true. I hope it works out that way.
Yeah. Well, when I was rewatching it, I don't think this is what it is, but like I also noticed this time around when she's a little kid and she's like, I can't wait for my new mom. Like I always wanted a mom. And there's an exchange of a look with like the other maid that's like the Asian woman and the head of household. And I was just wondering like, what do they know? Like, and then I was like, is the Asian woman possibly her mom? But then when she says goodbye to her, it's not a motherly goodbye. So it's definitely not.
Yeah.
So, but there's something going on there that's fishy. I think that's a cover story. I think there's more scandal lying beneath.
Or I know people are going to be like, you've never read the book.
Everybody knows. I know.
Or the dress that she wears is the sister of, is his like sister's, the father's sister.
Incest.
No. Because, like, she probably got pregnant. Like, the sister probably got pregnant.
Oh, like
from
it's
somebody.
a sister's baby. She was ruined and it was to
and then
protect
died in
her.
childbirth.
Yeah. That could have definitely happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he took over and raised her as his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't see how, if you are in the will, I mean, I guess she's like the lady. That doesn't make sense to me, though, because she married in. Usually it's the next... the next man in line who will come in and take over the title. So that doesn't make any sense to me. But
well, I wonder if there was a stipulation that like she had to be in the household, like the daughter had to be there with them for her to inherit the money or something. Because she was like, "Why did you house me all these years? Why did you do it?"
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, let me go through this. The evolution of Lady Whistledown we kind of talked about. The Maid Wars was really fun. And because like Sophie is so adept and so on top of her shit that she needed like 3 to 4 maids to replace all of her duties around the household. Mm-hmm. That was really fun. And again, like just the gratitude and appreciation for the people that do all the stuff that we see and take for granted through the eyes of everybody else was really nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hyacinth. Oh, sorry. What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say there's that scene where the boys are like throwing shaving cream and making a complete disaster, and then the next scene we see is
them cleaning it.
The maids cleaning it up, and like that was like so like took my breath away. I was like, oh, like yeah, of course, duh.
Yeah, I've recently seen a very similar scene in a different series. I can't remember what it was right now, but like it was like the same sort of a thing where like it's the maids that are just, you're making a huge mess and you're not even thinking about it. Yep. But yeah, let's talk about Hyacinth because I think she is such a fun character, and I'm having so much fun with her storyline as opposed to Francesca, who kind of just falls flat all the time.
Yeah, I saw someone do a comparison between the characters of Little Women and all the daughters of Bridgerton. And I'm like, oh my God, Hyacinth is such an Amy. And Daphne is so Jo. Yeah. Where like she belittles her and makes her feel stupid for all the things that she likes.
Well, Eloise is also doing that.
Did I say that?
You said Daphne.
Oh my God. I meant Eloise. Eloise is Jo. Daphne is Meg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Emma Watson.
Yeah. But yeah, Eloise just makes her feel so stupid for everything she likes. I'm so excited for Hyacinth season. I feel like I need that to be the last season so that we end on a really high note.
I don't like when they mentioned Gregory. I was just like, where, what, who?
He was at Eton.
I'm like, what is Eton and how old do you have to be at Eton?
How do you not know what Eton is?
How would I know what Eton is?
It's the
prep
the
school?
boys boarding prep school.
Okay,
that
but
all of the royals have attended for thousands.
I don't care about where the royals go to school. I don't know about
all these like things like fictional shit comes up of like from Eton?
Literally never. I have no idea about Ian. But
Okay.
Is he 14? Is he 13? Is he 15?
He's older than Hyacinth.
He's older than Hyacinth. Hyacinth is the youngest.
Hyacinth is the youngest.
Okay.
I don't know how old he is. But being is that she just got her skirts lowered, I feel like she must be like 13 and then Gregory must be like 14.
Okay, because 14 would be normal for the first year of high school. So I was just like, I don't know if it's different. But yeah, so Francesca's, like, I think we're leading toward the fact that she's a lesbian. And, but like, I hope like we see, I don't know, just like more exciting stuff from her character. Because I feel like her and John are so boring together.
Allie says, I think Fran won't seem so dull when we finally get her season and coming into her own, accepting herself, coming out, and her
Well, it
story
feels
with
like that's
Michaela.
happening now, right? Like it's going to happen. Michaela just arrived.
So, yes, I feel like we're getting that.
And like just the whole pinnacle kind of arc, it feels like we have to, in order to understand that fully for her, we'll have to see her with Michaela.
I don't think that's going to happen, though, until
You don't?
John
Dies? Are you spoiling me? What's happening right now?
I don't know. We just haven't seen Fran's epic love story yet.
We haven't, and I hope that like,
and I know she deals with infertility and all that. So
substance there. I just feel like her story is not getting anything like of substance that's fun to watch. Not of substance. I like the idea. I just feel like it's being executed in a way that's like giving her character nothing.
It's really frustrating though, because I don't know if you've seen this, but like I was just on the Bridgerton like Instagram the other day, and someone like they posted Francesca, and they're like, please bring Michael on the show. Please change out Michaela. And it's all of these like homophobes who like don't want this lesbian like story arc to happen. But the thing is like I feel like they're gonna make Francesca possibly bi. I don't know, because like she is meant to be like fully in love with John. So I don't know, but it's so frustrating that like all these people are not wanting that, and they're not rooting for this. I don't know, I just have to say that.
I mean, I hopefully once it happens, I mean, obviously there's always going to be like fucking homophobic people yelling at the sky, but like hopefully once it happens it gets a nice arc, you know, nice time to shine. And because, okay, we get a lot of cute... I love Mrs. Bridgerton in this season so much.
Violet
Bridgerton is really, like, coming back into her own and, like, rediscovering her own sexuality with this man. What is his name? I feel like she doesn't say his name much, and I never remember it. Like, they always, like, hi, you.
I don't understand, though, because I thought... Benedict is our bi king. Fran can be a lesbian, and Eloise can be asexual.
Eloise.
We've got the whole rainbow. I feel like with Violet. Oh yeah, thank you, Metal. I feel like Violet. I thought they had established that they liked each other, but in like But in these scenes, she's being so demure.
She's being demure because she's feeling very shy about like being sexual again. I feel like, and also very worried about what people will think, because there's such an air of judgment around sexuality, and her husband's dead, and she's got 7 kids around all the time, and their other, you know, significant others flying in and out. So I feel like that's what her journey is more about, like being confident in her, like taking hold of her sexuality again. And it's so cute every time she tries to talk about anything having to do with sex. She like uses a million metaphors and like stumbles over herself 50 times.
I just she's literally said that I should have known from Daphne, but then she doesn't fully explain it.
She said that she shorted Daphne in this front, and then she tries to say that it's a pleasant feeling. Really, it's more than that. It's a shared connection between two people that happens when you speak the same language. Like Violet. But like it's every time she has a conversation like that, and it's very reflected also in Francesca and how she has a lot of trouble talking about it too. Like they kind of mirror each other in that scene where they both stop talking and they both take their drinks at the same time and look away from each other. But when she's like, "I am the tea you'll be having," what a moment.
The outfit that she's wearing, that is my favorite outfit of the whole first half so far. That corset, yes. I love the way Bridgerton does the corsets. Mm-hmm. Are they necessary? Their stays necessarily accurate? No, but nothing in the show is costume wise. But in her little like petal shorts, and then like I need to remake this. I just need to do it because it's so fucking cute. And I love the big robe. Mm-hmm. I wish her hair was down though. Like,
she still looks gorgeous
for sure.
And she looked, and I love the tea she has with Sophie. I think it's so sweet when she sits down and she's starting to put two and two together with Benedict and Sophie, because Eloise is obsessed with Sophie. I also love like how fast Eloise like, oh, this is my new best friend. She's so well read. She's so smart.
We can talk about books together.
And it's so rare that a maid is like, you just like in general has time to be so well read and like do all these things that she knows about. And she's very suspicious, and I feel like she's putting everything together faster than fucking Benedict. Mm-hmm. But like it's very sweet, that conversation she has with her, that was she's like, I want you to come on full time because she doesn't have somewhere else to work. And yeah, she's this close. She's this close to unveiling.
Fucking stepmom who just like doesn't give her anything, has never paid her most likely, and just then like shits all over her name and says that she steals things. Oh my god, what a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens to her. Who tells her off? What happens? I need to see it. Or, you know, I mean, Sophie's already kind of done it. Like, she needs some help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can we quickly touch on Mrs. Featherington being a total fucking bitch to her maid, Varley, who literally has done so much for her in all the other seasons.
Yeah. And who has, like, committed fraud and done things in her illegally.
Name. Yes. Yes. And she asked for a raise, and she's like, I'll consider it. And then she's like, I got you something instead of a raise. All the old shit from my closet. It's so embarrassing. Felt so bad for Varley. And did she quit by the end and work for the Penworths?
Yes.
Penworth house? Yes.
Yes. That's their name.
Yes. So maybe she'll unveil some shit. Who knows?
I mean, she's a sleuth.
She is. She's a great sleuth. Mm-hmm. We've got a spy in the house.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to decide if I love that I can see all these tropes coming at me, but like when he saves her, when Benedict saves Sophie Sophie saves her friend, and then Benedict comes in and like punches the lights out of like those guys. And then he's like, just get in my carriage and we'll go back. And she's like, it's going to rain. And he's like, no, it's not. Yeah. And then I was like, they're gonna go to an inn.
Yeah.
They have to stop.
Yeah. No, we love it. It was so exciting.
Well, and then the swimming scene, I know, Christine, you haven't seen it, but I have to say it's a callback, I feel, to Pride and Prejudice, the mini show version,
the
miniseries with Colin Firth, because Colin Firth gets in like a lake and starts swimming, and then he's not fully naked though because it was BBC or PBS.
It definitely had a Pride and Prejudice vibe.
Yeah, like that.
And he's like, it's okay if you follow me. I wouldn't be offended. She's like, I didn't follow you. I'm really good at directions. And she told me there was a lake. And I found it. I literally just watched that before we recorded. But yeah, I am so excited for more. I'm enjoying this. As frustrating as it is that Benedict is so dumb and can't put two and two together after 50 million interactions with Sophie. I'm also like, how have you not opened up your desk and looked at your stupid, like, I'm just waiting for one of his drawings to like fall out of the desk and him to be like, wait a minute. Because like he drew those when he was fresh out the gate, like looking at her. And like maybe his memory's not as good anymore, and he hasn't been looking at the pictures.
Look at your stupid full denial picture. Because it would make his life so much harder, and he knows that if he fell in love with the maid,
he is. Anyway, as annoying as that is, I'm still loving it. I'm so excited for more. Should we end with Mary Kiss Cliff? Do you have anything else you want to touch on before we Mary Kiss Cliff?
I mean, we have to talk about the cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, well they're living next door now.
Well, that, but also, like, we get this hot and heavy scene.
Oh,
like, oh my God, finally.
The mistress. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the mistress scene.
The fingering scene.
Be my mistress.
Be my mistress. And
yeah,
like,
she had her own little scene when she went upstairs to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She followed the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we're all just like, oh.
You ruined it.
Yeah. And she has so much tied to that because like her mom was a mistress who died and it's just bad.
She knows. Yeah. And yeah, we've just gotten foreshadowing about mistresses all season. There's just like, it opens up with this guy being like, oh yeah, she's my mistress. I fell in love with an actress. And oh, you want more, one woman wasn't enough for you. Like, it's just a thread pulling through the season. The mistress of it all.
Yeah, and then someone mentioned that like Anthony had a mistress. And like, oh yeah, I remember that.
The opera singer. Yes. But yeah, he'll apologize. He's good at apologizing. See the error of his ways eventually.
I just don't understand like the whole mistress thing. Like you're kept in like a different house and everything is probably paid for you, but
you're like, just like, you don't get the perks of being married. You don't get any like security.
None. Like like as we saw with Anthony and the opera singer, like he just stopped.
Yeah. So it's just like, you're not good enough to have the title of being my wife, but I still love you.
Yeah.
So can I have my cake and eat it too? Basically. So, all right. So let's marry Kiss Cliff. All right, Mary Kiss Cliff. Posey, her cute sister, who gives her those clips that unfortunately don't fetch a good price. The flirty head footman in the Bridgerton house that I think is really cute. I don't know if his name is John or if I just made that up. And
I think it's John. Yeah.
And then Lady Bridgerton.
Like Violet?
Violet. Yeah. Violet Bridgerton.
Posey, John, or Violet. I'm going to marry Violet Bridgerton.
Saw that coming.
I'm definitely just going to kiss John because I feel like Posey would be very scared of me. So I'm going to cliff her.
Oh,
sorry, Posey.
I feel like, yeah, I might have to marry Lady Bridgerton because she really just like has her shit together in terms of like running a life. But I do love Posey, but I also think that the flirty footman is so cute, so I'm going to have to kiss him. Shit.
Doing the same.
Poor Posey. I thought that maybe I would kiss Posey and marry the footman, but like,
I thought I was going to also, marry Posey, but I don't know. Then I realized that was Violet. I was like, oh yeah, Violet.
Yeah.
I need Violet. A Violet season. I need to see her love story.
I know.
with her
That would be
husband.
really nice. I love her. So, all right, folks. Well, that is going to wrap up our Bridgerton Season 4 Part 1 episode. We'd love to hear any of your thoughts in the comments. Please hit us with any reactions to anything we talked about. We love hearing from y'all. It's really nice to get some feedback from the void, because sometimes it feels like a void. To know that you're out there. We appreciate all your comments and interactions. Thank you very, very much. Our podcast is edited by Shannon Burton, and our music is by Chloe Jenkins with vocals by Heather Traska. We release new episodes every single Friday, and we're off to record Fangirl Tea Time. This week, it'll be right after this, as always. My name's Christine.
I'm Natasha.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.